Got Brenton Ragless here from Channel 9. He's coming to share a bit about his Year 12 experience with us. So welcome, Brenton.
Thank you. Again, thanks for having me. It's great to be with you. Don't laugh, but I always wanted to be a steam train driver. And funny as things should happen, because as time's gone on, I have actually become a steam train driver. I've got my boiler's ticket and I drive steam trains at the National Railway Museum. I grew up next to the railway line in Eden Hills and seeing the heritage tourist steam trains take on water at Blackwood. So it was just something I always wanted to do, and eventually got my licence to drive trains, and to this day do a bit of work with Steam Ranger and the Pitcherichi Railway. Well, I went to Blackwood Junior, Blackwood Primary and Blackwood High, so it was the trifecta, and I finished there, can you believe this, 27 years ago I was doing Year 12 in 1993. So I'm now 44, and it only feels like a few years ago. And you know, at the time you're kind of busting to get out of school and make your start in life, but you know, 12 years, it feels like a long time. It's really only short in the scheme of things. And you know, you feel like you've got your whole life ahead of you, and that's true, but you've got to treasure the time, the moment that you're living in Year 12, because you know, it really is a wonderful time of your life. A career in television wasn't even on the radar. In fact, I was pretty clueless and with no clear career path in mind. I started working in fruit and veg at the local supermarket in Blackwood, and I actually put my hand up as a volunteer in both the CFS and in community radio while I was doing fruit and veg at the supermarket. And then I did eventually get into the tourism course and got my bus driver's licence, because I already had my truck driver's licence with the CFS, to take people on bus tours of, you know, the Adelaide Hills, Barossa Valley and Victor Harbour. So out of working at Coles and taking people on bus tours, my first full-time job came about voicing the forecasts all around the country for Telstra's phone weather service. And it actually opened the door for me to become a full-time media spokesperson, promoting the efforts of our volunteer firefighters and dealing with all those natural and man-made disasters. Went to uni later in life and did a Masters in Communication. After finishing that and my time in the CFS and working very closely with Channel 9 and other media outlets, the door had opened to become the weather presenter at Channel 9. So presented the weather with them for about 6 years until they moved me to the news desk. And I don't love it for the lights and the cameras, but purely for sharing the daily events that go on in our society.